Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you're coming on, please do me a few favors. Number one, hit the like button, hit the share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Prophet Ramon and the squad, we alive right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on the Ramon Preston Show. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're already rejoicing and we're glad in it. And I want you to get this game that I'm about to share with you today on how to make millionaire moves. How to make millionaire moves. So please, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know. As a matter of fact, what you need to do is to get you a pen, a piece of paper, or maybe a notepad or some other device so that you can take notes, because I'm about to share with you some real game, some real information on how to make millionaire moves. Maybe you've thought about becoming a millionaire. Maybe you have had dreams and desires and aspirations and ambitions to get rich or to just create financial freedom for you and for your family. Well, it all ties into how you make millionaire moves. So whether you want to literally become a millionaire or whether you just want to be financially free and put you and your family in a position where you're not struggling, you're not stressed, you're not worried and overwhelmed by the lack of financial resources, how to make millionaire moves and the things that I'm going to share with you today are going to be central to helping you get the tools you need to actually start moving in that direction. So again, please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag someone, share this information with someone. Be sure to let people know that the Ramon Preston Show is on. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. Be sure to follow us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, LinkedIn, all of the platforms. You can find me at Ramon Preston. So every day we come to you with the Ramon Preston Show. We share regular information because we want to provide value to you. All right. So welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. For those of you that are members of our Millionaire Blueprint, or if you're members of our Millionaire Mentorship program, maybe you are a part of our exclusive coaching group. I want to say thank you so much for trusting my team and I with helping you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. As a leader in the faith community, as an apostle of my organization, as a prophet to the body of Christ, and as an entrepreneur and business owner in the marketplace, I wake up every day figuring out how I can assume more of a responsibility for my family, for my tribe, and for my community. And so whether it's me prophesying to you, praying for you, preaching to you, ministering to you on a spiritual level, or ministering to you on a natural, financial, economic, business level, it's a part of my assignment. It's a part of my mission for life. It's a part of the calling of God that He has given to me. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you that continue to trust me, and you continue to trust my team to help serve you in any capacity, whether it's in ministry or in the marketplace. So thank you. Congratulations to all of you. We are starting to see more people join our blueprint, our Millionaire Blueprint, which is our online training program. We have a few people that have already recently joined our Millionaire Mentorship program, and we're looking to mentor as many of you who really want to figure out what type of moves you need to make in order to become millionaires. That's why we've created this Millionaire Blueprint. It is my personal playbook. It's what I've used to become a net worth millionaire. It's what I've used to go from hood figure to seven figures. It's what I've used to put me and my family in a position that we're not going to struggle. We're not going to worry. We're not going to wonder. We're not going to have uncertainty and be overwhelmed with anxiety about financial issues. Again, as long as we continue to live by the principles and practices that we have adopted. But for you, maybe that's not where you're quite are yet. And so it's going to require you putting yourself in at least in a position to make the right decision. So your decision just to be here today and just to listen to me or watch me and just to gather and glean from what I share with you today, just that decision alone is a big stepping stone to get you in the direction of making millions. And so thank you. I congratulate you. I salute you. For those of you that have never participated in any of our online or in-person programs, I want you to at least consider to join me next Saturday, January the 22nd. I'm going to be hosting a one-day event. And I would love for you, for your team, for your children, your spouse, whoever is in your close circle, I would love for all of you to join me in person. So you have two options. You can join me in person or you can join me virtually. Of course, if you could join me in person right here in Buckhead, we're going to be at the Atlanta Buckhead Marriott Conference Center, just walking distance from our headquarters. And we're going to spend the day with our coaching clients, our millionaire mentees, those of you who are part of our Millionaire Blueprint. We just sent some information out. We are actually extending a free VIP pass to all of our students, to all of our mentees, to all of our coaching clients. This is the first live in-person event that we're hosting for 2022. It's actually the first one-day event that we've hosted since we've launched our coaching and our mentorship programs. And so I'm super excited about it. My team is super excited about it because this workshop is going to be a combination of our masterminds and our training workshops, which means we're going to do real deep dives for the entire day on the nuts and bolts of sales and marketing. So if you're having some issues making sales, if you just can't quite figure out how do I sell my products and services, how do I present them, how do I create a script to at least communicate my message and to maybe have an elevator pitch or a value proposition to introduce people to my products and services. How do I do that? We're going to show you how to do that in this upcoming workshop. You may have questions on marketing. How do I take ideas and convert them into messages and into stories? And what is the best way for me to convert them? Is it videos? Is it me sitting in front of the phone? Or is it me creating audios? Is it me blogging or vlogging? What is the best route that I should take to not only get attention in the marketplace, that's the basis of marketing, but to make conversions? So I'm going to be covering all of that. And guess what? Me and my team, we're going to be there live, available all day. So you're going to be able to ask questions. You're going to get answers. We're going to help you not only craft your sales script and craft your marketing campaigns, but we're going to do some role plays. We're going to literally do some exercises. And there are some people that are in our coaching program and in our mentorship program. They may even bring their list of leads and prospects that we might be able to call during the training to see if we can make a deal. So I want you to really consider at least joining me and my team and spending the day with us next Saturday, January the 22nd. If you're interested in that, even before I get into today's show, all you have to do is visit RamonPreston.com/event. That's RamonPreston.com/event. If you are interested in joining me and my team and spending the day with me, like you have to start valuing getting into close proximity with people who are succeeding. I have always valued being able to have access to people who were further along than me, who were doing better than me, who knew more than me. And guess what? I was always willing to pay the price to get into those rooms, to get into those circles, to network with those people. And I knew it wasn't necessarily about money. It was about opportunity. It was about value. It was about access. It was about proximity. My spiritual father, when he was at the height of his ministry and we were always spending time together, one of the things that he would always say to me was, blessings come by association. Blessings come by association. So he was a man of God, a man of great faith, and he always said that to me. He would always say to me, son, blessings come by association. So as long as you continue to associate yourself with people who are blessed, not just in word, but blessed in deed, blessed indeed. I hope you caught that. Blessed indeed. Then those blessings will start associating themselves with you. So anyway, I want you to join me. I want you to consider to be a part of it. And I would love for all of you who have been around me and my team long enough to be a part of our online program, the Millionaire Blueprint, maybe our coaching program. Maybe you have participated in other courses that we provide, whether it's our holding company course that we offer exclusive and even separate from our Millionaire Blueprint. Maybe you're a millionaire mentee, wherever you are. Perhaps you came to an event in the past. I would love to get some feedback on what made the impact in your life during that event, or what in that program impacted you the most. We need feedback. We need our community to start talking about what we are doing. My wife always tells me, she says, honey, the only thing that you lack, if it's something you lack, is exposure and opportunity to be noticed. And that's one of the reasons why I urge you and I ask you to not be afraid to share what we are providing for you and how it's impacting you, even if we're in the same space. Like, you can be a coach, you can be a consultant, you can be a trainer. It ain't taking nothing away from you to talk about how I'm impacting you. It's no different than me. I'm not gonna lose any clients or any opportunities if I'm bragging on you and letting people know the value of what you bring in my life and in our business community. So you're interested in joining me and spending the day with me and my team next Saturday to learn the nuts and bolts of sales and marketing, because if you're having issues in your business, I already know it's connected to sales and marketing. If you're having staff issues, if you have debt issues, if you have financial issues, if you have work ethic issues, operational issues, all of those issues that you typically have in a business are directly interconnected to sales and marketing. You know why? Because if you're not marketing correctly, meaning that if you ain't getting no attention, you're probably not making any conversions, and that means you're not making any sales. That means you're not making any money. That means you're gonna have work ethic issues, operational issues, hiring issues, staff issues, product and service. You're gonna have all kind of issues. So we wanna help you fix those issues, and you need to do it now so that you can really start succeeding and scaling for the remainder of this year. So again, go to RamonPreston.com/event. And if you are a member of our Millionaire Blueprint, if you have enrolled into our online business and financial wealth building system called the Millionaire Blueprint, we are extending to you complimentary for free a VIP pass, not just for you. You good? Not just for you. Say what now? Okay, okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate that, CMO. So we're not just extending this VIP pass to you, but we also want to extend up to 5 VIP passes to you, maybe for your spouse, for your children. There may be some siblings that work with you. Maybe you have a few staff members or a few volunteers in your church, or maybe you just want to bring a few people in that you're thinking to do business with. Why don't you bring them together? Why don't you spend the day with me and my team? If you are a member of our Millionaire Blueprint, we're extending it to you for free. So all you have to do is just bring you and your spouse and your kids or whoever it is that's working with you, and let us help you craft a sales system, a sales process, a script. Let us help you craft a basic marketing process and campaign so that you can leave that one-day event making money. It's just that simple. It's simple, but it's not simple, because it ain't gonna be simple if you never get it. But once you get it, guess what? You got it. So we're extending that complimentary VIP pass for you if you are a member of our Millionaire Blueprint. If you join our Millionaire Blueprint today, meaning that if you respond to my offer today and reach out to us by texting the number that I'm about to give you, guess what? We're going to extend that same offer to you. If you are a member of our Millionaire Mentorship program or our coaching program, you already have free complimentary VIP passes for yourself, but we are offering you up to 5 more for your team. All you have to do, if you're not a part of our current programs and you want to get in on this, think about it. You can join our Millionaire Blueprint today. You could join our Millionaire Mentorship program today. And if you join either one of those, in addition to all of the benefits that you're going to get from those programs, we are extending a complimentary VIP ticket to our one-day event next Saturday, and we're giving you 5 extra ones for anyone that you want to bring that you know you want to help you. Just that alone, I hope you can understand the value of that alone. If you are trying to get better at making sales with your products and services, and if you are having trouble marketing your products and services so that you can get more sales, imagine if you have 2, 3, 4, or 5 people working with you, helping you, and learning what you're learning on how to actually market your products and services better and sell them better once people start responding. You can literally just use that one tactic to scale your business. So where you may only be able to sell 3 or 4 products, now you have a couple other people who can sell 1 or 2 products, or even if they just sell 1 a piece, that starts the scaling process. So I really want you to take advantage of this. Again, if you are a part of our program, all you have to do is either respond to the email that we've already sent out to you, or you can just reach out to your Millionaire concierge, reach out to one of your Millionaire concierges, speak with them so that we can give you the free VIP ticket and the code that you need to RSVP so that you have no cost for you or for the people that are going to come with you. And if you're not a part of the program and you would like to be a part of this one-day event and you would like to bring your people absolutely free, then all you have to do is reach out to us to join either our Millionaire Blueprint, our online business and financial program, or our Millionaire Mentorship program. So all you have to do is text. I'm gonna give it to you for free up front. All you have to do is text the word millionaire to 678-922-1963. Just in case you're watching, even before I start teaching, just in case you're watching and you're ready to become a part of our Millionaire Blueprint program, our Millionaire Mentorship program, you ready to get in the game, you ready to take your business and your finances to the next level, just text the word millionaire to 678-922-1963. Okay, I want you to take that down. We'll put it in the comments as well so that if you have any questions about the program, we'll be able to answer them once we reach out to you. I was just told we had a question in the comments on YouTube. We're watching YouTube. The question is, I want to ask a property question. If my lease says that a person staying at my house for more than 5 days makes them a tenant, does that mean I can host Airbnb guests for 4 days and not tell them? I'm just asking, are you familiar? The question is, if my lease says that a person staying at my house for more than 5 days makes them a tenant, does that mean I can host Airbnb guests for 4 days and not tell them? I'm not understanding what you're meaning when you say and not tell them. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. You may have to clarify that a little more, because if you have a lease that's specifying that if someone stays at your house for more than 5 days, if somebody stays at your house more than 5 days, that they're considered a tenant. I think it's a couple different tenant and landlord laws that's mixed into that, because some of that doesn't apply to the Airbnb. And so I'm not really sure on what the question is, so I'm not even going to try to answer it, because I'm definitely not a real estate attorney, so I wouldn't really know the legalities around that particular contract that you're using as a lease contract or as a contract to provide Airbnb services out of a house. So, but you can ask it and clarify it a little more, and I can just see if I understand it. So for those of you that are ready to learn, I want you to get your pens and your notepads. I want you to get some other device. I want to talk to you about how to make millionaire moves. If you're going to make millionaire moves, there are 3 things that you need. There are 3 things that you need. All right, I want to give them to you. Number one, you need the right money mindset. That's what you need. All right, I want you to write that down. If you're going to make millionaire moves, and as I said, you may not necessarily want to be a millionaire. Maybe you want to be filthy rich. Maybe you want to be extremely wealthy. Maybe you just want a level of financial freedom that you are comfortable, so you're no longer worried and stressed and anxious and overwhelmed about your financial situation. Either way, it all ties into and associates with you knowing how to make millionaire moves. So the first thing that you need in order to make millionaire moves is you need the right money mindset. You need the right money mindset. Now, the right money mindset reflects 3 things. The right money mindset reflects 3 things, okay? I'll say 1A. It reflects your spiritual condition, 2A, it reflects your psychological condition, and 3, it reflects your environmental condition. All right? So again, you want to be financially free. You want to get the bag. Maybe you just want to be comfortable and content that you're no longer struggling. Maybe you want to be a millionaire. Maybe you want to be filthy rich. Maybe you want to be extremely wealthy. Anything beyond being stuck and not having enough, anything beyond that is going to require you to learn how to make millionaire kind of moves. And the first thing that you need in order to make those kinds of moves is you need the right money mindset. You have to have the right money mindset. So maybe you have the right relationship mindset. Maybe you have the right parenting mindset. Maybe you have the right professional mindset or skill mindset when it comes to your position on the job, or when it comes to your craft, something you're good at. Maybe your mindset is good in all of those other areas, but in order to make millions, and in order to have millionaire moves move you towards making millions, you need the right money mindset, not just the right mindset about health, not just the right mindset about church, not just the right mindset about other things outside of money. You also need the right money mindset. And this mindset about money, it reflects 3 things. It reflects what? Your spiritual condition. What do you mean by your spiritual condition? Well, first of all, you need to know that you're a spiritual being. And if you are a spiritual being, which you are, and you're having a human experience, just understanding that and accepting that, it heightens your awareness on the fact that you are not restricted to human limitations. So that means if you understand that you are a spiritual being and you now have an awareness of your spiritual condition, you're not going to be restricted by natural, human, normal limitations. It doesn't mean you ain't going to be challenged by them. So let me give you an example. People are always talking about balance. People are always talking about being burnt out. People are always talking about being tired and being overwhelmed and not having the natural ability or capability or capacity to actually make certain extraordinary things happen. You know why people feel like that and believe that? Because they have no spiritual capacity, or they do not have an awareness of their spiritual condition. So because I am a spiritual being, I didn't know that before I got saved. But once I got saved and I started serving the Lord, and I started reading the scriptures, and I started acquainting myself with the things of God, it began to overwhelmingly heighten my awareness of my spiritual condition, in that I'm not limited and restricted to human conditions. I'm not limited and restricted to natural conditions. I'm not limited and restricted to the things in this world that attempt to suffocate me, to stop me from developing the right mindsets, whether it's about money, whether it's about health, whether it's about marriage, whether it's about family, whether it's about business, whether it's about ministry and serving, anything in life. My mindset is going to reflect my spiritual condition. So having the right money mindset is a reflection of your spiritual condition. Because if you know as a spiritual being, you have something you need to accomplish on this planet. God gave you an opportunity to live on this planet in this thing called life, because there's something you need to accomplish to make your mark, to make your impact on this earth while you're here on this planet. And so when you know that, and you understand equally that in order to accomplish a lot of those things, it's going to require money. It's going to require mediums of exchange. It's going to require you to have the things that people use in economic climates and ecosystems in order for you to accelerate that which you are going to do and execute that which you're going to do. So now my money mindset, which reflects my spiritual condition, fuels me to go get more, because the more money I have, the more impact I can make in the world. So your money mindset also reflects your psychological condition. So a lot of people who don't have the right mindset about money, it's because they have a psychological condition that has limited them, meaning that it's not really the money they have a problem with, it's something about themselves they have a problem with. It's hard for you to see money correctly, or to see life correctly, or to see people correctly, or anything correctly when you can't see yourself correctly. So the psychological condition, the root word is psyche. It's self. It's self. So even when your spiritual condition is corrected, and you have the right spiritual awareness, the God consciousness has opened you up to endless possibilities. If your self-conscious is still toe up, if your self-worth is still flawed, if your self-esteem is still being hindered, that spiritual condition will be negatively affected to create a better outcome for you. And so your money mindset reflects your psychological condition. So how you see money a lot of times is how you see yourself. So if you don't see yourself with it, that's probably why you don't have it, or at least that's one of the reasons why you don't have it. Your money mindset also reflects your environmental condition. This is huge. Your money mindset reflects your environmental condition. So when you get around people and you grow up around people and you're always around people who have a problem with themselves psychologically, They have no connection to God and to the spiritual condition that God has given to them in the immaterial world, and they have money issues. Guess what's going to happen? Your environment is going to perpetuate those same issues. So your money mindset is tied to your spiritual condition, your psychological condition, and your environmental condition. So in order for me to get my mindset right about money, what else do I need to get right? I need to get my spirit right. I need to understand that I'm a spiritual being. I am not some inanimate object living on this planet without the capacity and the capabilities of overcoming the natural, worldly, earthly things that seem to be keeping me down. I can overcome them. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. So when I read those scriptures and I believe those spiritual realities, guess what it does? It increases my spiritual condition to break through and to understand whatever I need in this world, on this earth, while I walk this planet, whatever I need to execute and to accelerate my purpose on this earth, on this planet, I'm going to gravitate to it. I'm going to have a better perspective of it and a relationship of it. In this case, it's money. And then it reflects my psychological condition. What that mean? That means I got to see myself right too. I can't be so tore up and broken and flawed that I keep allowing myself to be the victim. I keep allowing myself to be the idiot. I keep allowing myself to be the loser. I'm not going to live in that psychological condition. I'm not going to allow myself. And I'm saying this not just to you, I'm speaking about me really, because I remind myself of this every day. The first 21 years of my life, I wasted it as a drug addict. I wasted it as a criminal. I wasted it as a loser, as a street thug. I wasted it the first 21 years of my life. I mean, with the exception of the few years that I was being raised right by my grandma, but for the most part. It wasn't until I was 21 years old that I tapped into my spiritual condition. And I realized, oh, wow, I'm a spiritual being. And there's a spiritual God who has given me something that is now opened and I'm now aware of. And that started me going in the direction of increasing my spiritual condition, but now working on my psychological condition. Because now I had to fix the things that were broken. I had to fix my broken mindset, my broken beliefs, my broken philosophies, my broken views about everything, including money. And it didn't happen overnight. It definitely didn't happen overnight, because as spiritual as I was, as spiritually strong as I thought I was still psychologically weak, which means it was affecting other areas or other mindsets that I associated my life with. And then environmental. So that means when I started making that spiritual change, the people who really know me, who were around me, when I made that spiritual transformation, they'll tell you, Prophet Ramon got ghost. Anybody that know me will tell you that. They'll let you know, Prophet Ramon got ghost. What you mean he got ghost? He disappeared. I literally disappeared. I stopped, and I say this out of respect to a lot of people I hung with when I was unspiritual, when I was worldly and earthly and living a natural human life, because it was tore up and broken. But a lot of people, I say this out of respect, that I was around every day, I no longer hung around every day. And I never hung back around with a lot of them any day. You know why? It has nothing to do with them. It's about me. This is my life. I'm going to make sure that I maintain the spiritual condition that I need, so that whatever I need to associate my life with, in this case, money, to facilitate what I need to do with my purpose on the planet, nobody's going to stop me. Nothing spiritually, psychologically, or environmentally. And so this is the first thing you need in order to make millionaire moves. I was having a conversation with my brother-in-law yesterday while he and my sisters were here for their weekly mentorship. They come here every Thursday. They were here for their weekly mentorship. And we were talking about the environmental issues that a lot of people have. And he and I both were speaking on the fact that a lot of people from our past try to come into our present. But if you're broken and you don't want to get fixed, I'm not letting you in, dog. I'm not letting you in, sis. And you take it the way you want to take it. Because if you're unwilling to do the work that I've done for the last 25 years of my doggone life to become the version of the Ramon Preston that people see today, I'm not letting somebody from 25 years ago, 25 minutes ago, come into my doggone life and they don't want to fix their spiritual condition, their psychological condition, and their environmental condition. No, because you're going to continue to bring my condition down, even if it's just by default, because I got to keep dragging you out of the hole. I got to keep dragging you out of depression. I got to keep dragging you out of a natural plane that you are stuck in. That's not my job to do. That's God's job and your job to do. I can help facilitate that, but you got to want it for yourself first. Am I making any sense? So the first thing is that you need a money mindset. That is the first thing. If you agree with me on that, I want you to leave some takeaway from that in the comments. Let me know how you feel about that. And let me know very quickly what area that we just covered do you feel like is the most important area you need to start fixing? What area? Is it your spiritual condition that you need to start fixing? Is it your psychological condition? Or is it your environmental condition? I know it may be all three for some of you, but I would just love to know if you had to pick one of those conditions that reflects your money mindset, which is the one that you need to start working on most definitely today. Because if it's your spiritual condition, maybe you need to get saved. Maybe you need to have a spiritual experience like me and you need to get saved. You need to give your heart to the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, guess what? I don't care what you believe or don't believe. At some point, you're going to realize you are a spiritual being, whether it's on this planet or whether it's when your time on this planet ends, you will find out that you are a spiritual being. And there was a responsibility you had spiritually to make whatever the wrong was right, or to at least accept what was right that was available to you. So if it's your spiritual condition that you need to work on, you need to get it right with God. You need to fix that. You need to stop chasing people, places, and things and start chasing after Him. Because it wasn't until I had that spiritual, supernatural experience with Jesus Christ that my life started moving in the right direction. And again, for the last 25 years, I've had to continue to work on my spiritual relationship so that my spiritual condition can be right. I've had to work on my psychological relationship so my psychological condition could be right, meaning that I've had to work on me. I've had to learn to love me, because when I was unspiritual, when I was earthly and worldly, I didn't love me. I actually hated myself. I hated life, and I used to sabotage myself because I would get high every day. I would literally abuse this physical body every day. I would beat myself in the ground with substances and with life. Okay, but once I started building that muscle and developing a better relationship, my spiritual, psychological condition became more and more better. And guess what? My environmental condition became better, because one of the first things that I did when I had that spiritual experience is I left the trap house. Okay, I was staying with a friend in the trap house. And he can verify this. He's verified it publicly. I was staying with a friend in a trap house. It was a known trap house, okay? I left the trap house. That was the first thing that I had to do, okay? So if you're gonna fix your spiritual condition, fix your psychological condition, get from around the people, places, and things that keep you stuck. You gotta get away from it. The truth is, you cannot move forward and receive new things if you don't let go and stop moving backwards with the old things. So that's number one. Number two, the second thing you need to make millionaire moves is you need the right money math. So the first thing is you need the right money mindset. So let's just assume you're working on getting the right money mindset. You're working on your spiritual condition, your psychological condition, and your environmental condition. Well, the next thing you need to do if you're going to make millionaire moves is you're going to need to develop the right money math. You need the right money math. Now, money math reflects the correct calculations in three areas. Okay? You need the right money math. If you're going to get the right money math reflects the correct, I'll just write that in parentheses, correct calculations in three areas. Okay? It reflects the correct calculations personally, professionally, and financially. I want you to write that down. So the second thing you need to make millionaire moves is you need the right money math. You need the right money math. And having the right money math reflects that you have the correct calculations personally, professionally, and financially. I'll explain that in just a minute. Again, if you have any takeaways that you're getting, or if you have any questions that you might want to ask, please drop those questions in the comments. And I shout out to the RP Brands, RamonPrestonBrands.com. Shameless plug. I was in church Sunday, and I normally bring this with me to church because I have my alkaline water in it, and I have a lot of ice in it. I like my alkaline water to be really, really cold, and this keeps it really, really cold all day, literally. That ice is staying here for a couple days. And one of the young men that was sitting behind me, he saw me put it on the table, and he came and whispered in my ear. He was like, man, I love that mug. He was like, is that RP a representation of your name and your business? I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, that's what's up. He was like, that's what's up, bro. You doing it. You doing the doggone thing. So shout out to RamonPrestonBrands.com. So the second thing you need to make millionaire moves is what? You need the right money math. You got to learn to do the correct calculations. Okay? Jesus said in the New Testament, he said, what man builds a house without first counting up the costs? Like, how can you do something without counting up the costs? So when I say you need the right money math, I'm saying that you need to learn how to make the correct calculations. Like, if it's something that you want to do, you want to become a millionaire, you want to get financially free, you want to get the bag, you want to own a business, you want to leave your job, you want to work in your business full time, all these things you want to do, you have to do the correct calculations. I don't know how many times I sit down with clients and with mentees and students, and one of the first things that I do is I take out the calculator and I say, let's do the math on this. Because a lot of people start rambling. Well, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to have this. I want to have that. And I also want to do this. And I also want to have that. And we also going to make this happen. And we also going to make that happen. And we finna this, finna that, finna this, finna that, finna this, finna that. We finna do all this. We always finna do. And when they get through telling me what they finna do and what they want to do and what they feel like they got to do and what God showed them they got to do, all this stuff sounds good in theory. But then we go back to reality. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. So you need the right money math. You need to make the right, correct calculations personally. So what does that mean? if I do the correct calculations personally, because there's a certain dollar amount that I want to have, or there's a certain thing that I want to do, like I want to work my own business and I want to be able to wake up every day and not have to do what other people tell me to do, or I want to be financially free, whatever it is. Well, guess what? Do the calculations. What is it going to cost you personally? Like, what is it going to cost you? Maybe it's going to cost you hanging out every day you off. Maybe it's going to cost you relationships that you have with the boys or with the girls or with your BFFs. Maybe you have to sacrifice that personally if you do the correct calculations. But no, here's what we do. Well, I don't want to do all that. I need balance in my life. I just need my free time. I need my me time. Well, stop talking about you wanting to be financially free, because you can't be financially free and that all at the same time. At some point, you have to give something up, at least until you're able to bring it back into your life. So you have to make the correct calculations personally, but then professionally. How do I make the correct calculations professionally? Here is how I make the correct calculations professionally. I determine what type of business or field or industry do I need to be in that can help me get to my financial freedom target. Because maybe you have the right money mindset, but you have not quite done the right money math. And so you could be around here talking right, thinking right, you done cut people off, you spiritual, you love God, you go to church, you pay your tithes, you serve the community, you just a blessing to people, you love yourself, you have a lot of confidence. But then when it comes to the money math part of this responsibility, you haven't really counted up the costs on what you're doing. Because maybe what you're doing in that business is not what's going to make you a millionaire. And because you romanticize with doing that thing, because remember, I'm a business consultant, I'm a business coach, I'm a business trainer, I've been a pastor, I've pastored before. I pastored the church that I founded for 12 and a half years before my wife started pastoring. I'm still the apostle over our church organization. I've been a ministry trainer and a business and financial trainer. And guess what? I have talked to tons of people. I've talked to tons of people who romanticize with the idea of doing something that doesn't work. And they're unwilling to give it up because they're married to an idea. They're delusional. You can't tell them that what they're doing ain't gonna work, because they swear up and down this is what God wants them to do. Well, maybe it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. So maybe that's the direction you need to go. But at least be humble enough to do the math even on what God told you to do. Because God ain't goofy. When God gives you a directive, when God speaks to you, He also allows you to use this thing called common sense and wisdom to make correct calculations. Think about this just for a moment. And I know some of you theologians gonna find an angle to contend and critique what I'm about to say. But just think about this for those of you who ain't stuck up and self-righteous. Think about this. When God told Noah to build an ark, He said, Noah, I want you to build an ark, right? He told Noah he needed to build an ark. He gave Noah correct calculations. God was not off, not even by a millimeter. But Noah had to have common sense, wisdom, basic fundamental business and financial, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, intelligence to correctly calculate how to do this thing God told him to do. So don't just use God or your perspective that you call prophetic revelation or whatever it is that you're using to justify a lack of correct calculations. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to God, and don't do it to your family. All right? Don't do it to your family, because I'm just sick of seeing people always blaming God. They blame revelation. They blame a dream they had. They blame a vision they had. They blame all this crap. And some of this is just not even true and real, because at some point, God, like, when you just gonna use common sense and just grab a calculator? You haven't counted up the cost. And you are romanticizing with something that you may just need to move past or grow from. That's what you have to learn to do. And so you have to make the correct calculations financially. You've got to understand, what is the dollar amount that I want to achieve? And if it's in your business or your ministry, where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? And what is it going to cost to get me there? How much money is it going to cost to get me there? You need to understand that math, okay? So that's number 2. That's number 2. Again, if you have a takeaway from the second thing you need, please put that takeaway in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. Even if you disagree with it, please put me on blast and tell the world, Prophet Ramon is absolutely wrong. He's just talking out the side of his head. But one thing we can't say about him, he ain't winning, because he winning. Because obviously something he's saying is working for him. Maybe it's just for him. Maybe it is. But maybe it's for a lot of people who's willing to listen to it and do it the way I'm saying do it. Because I'm always talking to people, and they're always telling me how they took what I gave them and they had to flip it. It's always, I had to flip it. Well, that's why it ain't working for you. Do it the way you were told to do it. Maybe it'll work. But no, you just don't see it that way. Okay, well, that's why you're broke. That's why you're losing. Okay, how to make millionaire moves. Number 3, you need the right. This is the third one. You need the right. This is a big one here. I hope y'all ready for this. Money methods. You need the right money methods. So again, if you have the right money mindset, that means you have the right spiritual condition, psychological condition, and the right environmental condition. If you have the right money math, you have done the correct calculations personally, professionally, and financially. And now, number 3, you need the right money methods. You need the right money methods. Having the right money methods reflects your ability to do 3 things. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So having the right money methods reflects your ability to do 3 things. Number 1, your ability to make money. Your ability, number 2, to manage money. And your ability, number 3, to multiply money. This is how you're going to have the right money methods. So if you're going to have the right money methods, these are the 3 things you're going to need the ability to do. You're going to need the ability to make money. You're going to need the ability to manage money, and you're going to need the ability to multiply money. So let's walk through each of these 3, okay? How do I develop the ability to make money? This means I need to develop the ability to convert things into cash. This is how you make money. Making money is about converting things into cash. So when someone is good at making money, it means that they are actually good at converting things into cash. All right? So what do you mean converting things into cash? What I mean is, if you have a thing that you call a product or a service, you have to develop the ability to take this thing and convert it in exchange for cash. The better you get at taking this thing and bringing it to the market, exchanging it for money, the better you get at doing that, the better you get at that transaction, the better you get at that exchange, the better you get at that activity, the better you become at making money. So this is going to require marketing. It's going to require sales. You just cannot do it any other way. Like, how are you going to make money if something ain't being sold? You have to learn to market. You have to learn to sell. And this is one of the reasons why I am urging you to spend the day with me January the 22nd, next Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. to learn about the nuts and bolts of sales and marketing. Because if you learn to get better at selling and marketing, guess what you're going to learn to get better at? Making money. In other words, you're going to get better at taking things, bringing them to the market and saying, hey, market, I got something. And the market saying, what you got? And you're saying, oh, I got a tumbler. And the market saying, well, how much is the tumbler? And you're saying, well, before I tell you the price of the tumbler, let me explain to you the benefits of the tumbler. Because if you walking around, right, and you got the dry mouth and you need something to drink, so what are you doing? You are marketing and you're selling it. And then somebody says, you know what? I'm sold. Let me buy it. And they buy it. Guess what you just did? You just made money. You just converted things into cash. And guess what? If you're gonna make millionaire moves, this is the third thing you're gonna need to do. You're gonna need to know how to create, to develop, to get better at your money methods, or to develop the ability to make money or convert things into cash. The second thing, or the ability that you need, is to manage money. Now you got to get disciplined. Managing money is about discipline. And it's not just about discipline, but it's also about tracking. So when you have the ability to manage money, this means you have the ability to stay disciplined with the money you make, but you also have the ability to track the money you make. So now you have to get better at financial systems. That means in your personal finances, you have to track your income and expenses. In your business, you have to track your income and expenses. Even if you don't have a business, if you are a network marketer, if you got a side hustle, if you're an independent contractor, a 1099, if you're a W-2 employee, you should have some type of financial management system that allows you to track what comes in, what goes out, and what's left. Unless or until you develop the ability to do what I just said, you will be undisciplined. Thus, even if you make money, you won't be able to manage it. And that's on God. And the third ability is the ability to multiply money. Multiplying money is about you being able to take the money you make, the money you manage, and put that money into systems that move quicker than inflation, move quicker than your expenses, move quicker than whatever it is that you have going on in your life that's causing you to spend money. So multiply money. This is your ability to invest. Investing in systems. And let me tell you the first thing you need to be investing in. I wonder if you know. The first thing you need to be investing in is yourself. Yourself. Not some other investment. You need to be investing in yourself. Because if you investing in all this other stuff and you still stupid, you still goofy, you still ignorant, you still acting crazy. You know why? Because you investing in stuff, but you haven't invested in yourself. One of the reasons why I have the discipline, I have the skill, and I have developed the muscle to be able to do the things that I do outside of my business, within my business, is because of what I do for me. I invest in myself. There's never a time that I'm not investing in Ramon Preston becoming a better version of Ramon Preston. There's never a time that I'm not investing in my own education, my own learning, my own training, my own ability to be a better me as a husband, a father, a brother, a son, a boss, an investor, or whatever it is that I want to be. All that is about me investing in myself. And then when you invest in yourself, until you have done it enough that it's starting to produce results. So that means you can't just invest in yourself in January and you say, okay, I'm done now. I done did it. That ain't investing. Or you read one book, or you took one course. My personal assistant was telling me about someone she just talked to, and she said she was telling the potential client that you got to be willing to do the work, dog. You can't just think, oh, I'm going to just join Ramon Preston's mentorship program, or I'm going to just start reading his content and watching his videos, and I'm going to just figure it out, or I'm going to pay him and he going to do it. It don't work like that. You still got to do the doggone work. You still got to wake up every day and figure it out. You still got to sell your products and services. You still got to get good. And that's why when I talk to people and they got all these lame excuses about why they can't do this, why they need somebody to do that, I wish you could just come here one day and be with me and my team for one day and just look at the granular, intricate details of the things that I do on a day-to-day basis. If you could just be with me and my wife for one whole day, you'll probably leave us and think, oh my God, how do they do all the stuff that they do? Well, first of all, we're committed because we've done the calculations. We know where we want to go while we're on this planet, and we're not being led by this planet. We're being led by the Spirit. We are spiritual beings who serve an amazing spiritual supernatural God who has given us the capabilities and the capacity to do all things through Him. And so every day we wake up, we live by 1 Corinthians 15:58. My beloved brethren, be ye steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing this, that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Say what now? Right now? Oh, they're on there? Okay, well, tell them I'm coming. I forgot I had a hard 1 o'clock, a hard stop at 1. I got an appointment to go to. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to multiply your money by investing in systems. Invest in yourself, invest in your business, and then once you have done this enough that you're starting to see results, you invest in other things. So that's how you make millionaire moves. And again, I want to urge you to join me, spend the day with me next Saturday, January the 22nd, right here in Buckhead. You can either join me in person or virtually. If you would like to join me in person or virtually, free, without paying, we have a complimentary VIP ticket that we are extending to all of our Millionaire Blueprint members and all of our Millionaire Mentorship members and our coaching clients. So if you are in any of those programs, we have already extended a free complimentary VIP pass to you and complimentary VIP passes for up to 5 people to join you so that y'all can join me and my team so that we could spend the day with you to work with you on sales and marketing. If you're not in any of our programs and you still want to take advantage of those up to 6 VIP free tickets, here's what I want you to do. You have to text the word millionaire to 678-922-8888. 1963. Or you can just go to RamonPreston.com and you can RSVP and just pay for the ticket to join me in person, virtually or in person, or you can text Millionaire to this number and we'll be more than happy to sign you up and to enroll you in our Millionaire Blueprint or our Millionaire Mentorship Program. So I love all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Ramon Preston Show. We're expecting great things to happen for you and through you in 2022. If there's anything that we can do, feel free to reach out to us as soon as you possibly can once this show ends. You can text Millionaire to 678-922-1963, or you could go to RamonPreston.com. Love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you next time right here. Same place on the Ramon